In an educational context, one of the most challenging tasks is to dissuade a pupil, a learner of any age, from comparing themselves to someone else. They're smarter than me. She understood it faster than I did. I'm just not as smart as those people on that side of the room. And it can be easy, no matter our age, to be discouraged if we feel that someone is better at something or doing better than us. And this can also be true in a social context. I think for many of us, social media may lead us to believe that everyone around us is more successful, more popular, having more fun, or going on more exciting holidays, or perhaps have better friendships than we do. And no matter our age or background, we can quickly begin to compare our lives and our successes to others. As we read through all of these lists of sacrifices that our ancestors brought to the temple, I wonder if they ever had similar feelings towards the produce or the goats or lambs that their neighbors brought. The Jewish calendar has 3 harvest festivals: Passover, Shavuot, and Sukkot, when ancient Israelites would bring their fruits and livestock to be offered in the temple. And for those who lived far away, they could sell their produce and bring the proceeds. For those who lived in or close to Jerusalem, it was time to bring these literal fruits of their labors to share with the priests and temple stewards. And I wonder if anyone looked at someone else's harvest and felt inadequate or ashamed of what they had brought. Or conversely, I wonder if anyone had the audacity to feel superior in their offerings when compared to those of their neighbors. And so the Torah actually reminds us that we are not in competition with one another, but accountable only to bring the best versions of ourselves. The holidays are listed and their rituals described a few times throughout the Torah. We read one of those passages this morning from the book of Leviticus, and there's a similar set of directions for the holidays in the book of Deuteronomy, which adds an additional and fascinating line. 3 times a year, all your men should appear before the Lord your God in the place God shall choose. This becomes the temple. On the feast of unleavened bread, Passover, on the feast of weeks, Shavuot, and on the feast of booths, Sukkot, where we are now. They shall not appear before the Lord empty. Every person shall give as they are able, according to the blessings the Lord your God has given you. I want to think about this line. Ish kamatnat yado. Each person shall give as they are able. None of us is expected to bring more than we can, and none of us is judged in reference to another. The Torah makes it clear we are expected to offer the sacrifices according to our own means and abilities. At a harvest festival, this feels particularly meaningful and important. The Torah understands that every individual will have experienced a different year. Some may have enjoyed plentiful rain in the right time, nutrient-rich soil, allowing them to reap abundantly. Another may have faced a drought or a storm that destroyed their crops. Another may have lost a family member or welcomed new children and did not have the time to devote to their fields as they might have wished. And with all of this in mind, the Torah offers us what we might now call an equitable contribution scale, each person bringing that which they are able. The one who has a bountiful harvest brings more, compensating for their neighbor who has experienced misfortune. The one who has less is not discounted from the celebration and is not expected to bring the same as their neighbor with plenty. And so this system maintains the dignity of all involved. One is not judged based on lack, but is also still expected to participate and not separate themselves from the community if they feel they do not have enough to bring. As we move beyond the high holidays and think about how we want to spend the year ahead, this is a wonderful moment to remind ourselves, as the Torah does, we are not judged on the merits of anyone but ourselves. We should not strive to be someone else, but to be the best person we can be according to our own potential. Each person in this community is based with gifts, talents, music, art, academics, sports, culinary skills, leadership, creativity, the list goes on. Each of us have skills that come naturally and those which we have cultivated and refined over many years. Each of us has causes and issues that we care deeply about and experiences that enrich our community. The Torah asks us to bring our own gifts according to our ability and use them in service to one another. No one person can bring everything needed to sustain the temple until the subsequent harvest festival, but rather together, each contributing what they can, the people sustain themselves by recognizing and celebrating the different gifts that each are blessed with by God. No one person can be everything to everyone in all moments, though many of us might try. Within our family structures, we play different roles, hopefully ones that nurture us and call upon our strengths. Within our circles of friends, school communities, places of work, and even the LJS community, each of us contributes in the ways that we are best able. Our service this morning, over the high holidays, all year round, is only possible because of the commitments of our caretakers and our security guards, our choir, our camera operators, our staff, our leaders, and the countless volunteers who share their time and bring their offering and sacrifice each week to our Beit HaMikdash, to our place of worship. So during this week of Sukkot, I encourage you to consider what special gifts you have been blessed with and how you can channel them towards a cause or a community that you care about. I urge you not to get lost in what is now called imposter syndrome, constantly feeling unworthy or questioning our own abilities, but rather remember that we can live up to our own potential and we have been blessed with our own merit. And ultimately, I invite you in this Zaman Simchatenu, this time of our joy, to celebrate the skills and talents that you have and truly experience these as a blessing from the divine. Chag Sameach.